Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kayla and today we have a fun video. We are going to be embroidering on two different style tote bags. Both of these tote bags I got from jiffyshirts.com. I will leave a link below. It's not an affiliate link or anything. I bought these with my own money. But I thought it would be really fun to try two different styles of bags. Now the first bag that we have is this black canvas bag. And the next bag is this clear bag. This bag is really cool. It has like a square bottom and it has a zipper. So this one's really fun if you ever go to like a baseball game. I know some stadiums you can only have like clear bags. So bags like this would be perfect for that. So again, I will leave that link below. And also make sure you check out Mira Embroidery on Etsy. She is the creator of this design. You guys, how stinking cute is this design? I jumped at this design. It was hard for me to pick a design from her shop in the first place, but once I saw this one, I was like, yep, that's it. I, as some of you guys know, have a small homestead and we have chickens, and so as soon as I saw Crazy Chicken Lady, I knew I had to have that one. So this was a blast to embroider, and I can't wait to show you how I did it. I'm going to show you all of the supplies that you need, the different stabilizers that I used, and I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so here are the supplies that we are using today. I have my two tote bags. I have my 8x9 Mighty hoop. Now this design that I'm using today is a 5x7, and I'm using my Mighty hoop just because the tote bags are pretty thick, so I just want to make sure it is secure and that I don't have any issues. So I'm using this just to be safe. And I'm actually using two different types of stabilizers today. I'm using this cutaway stabilizer for the black canvas tote bag. I really wanted to just use regular tearaway just so that I didn't have to cut anything on the back. I could just rip it off and it's not like this, you know, will really ever be washed, and it's really thick. But come to find out, since beginning filming this video, I don't have any more. So cutaway it is, and I will just cut it as close as I can. Now for the clear tote bag, I wasn't sure if I wanted to use the cutaway or this wash away stabilizer. Now this is thicker than other water soluble stabilizer that I use like on top of my blanket designs. Now the decision was made for me because again, I am out of my tearaway. So I'm just going to use this really thick, this is like the mesh water soluble stabilizer. So this is what I'm going to use for the clear tote bag. Obviously we don't, aren't going to use the cutaway because you don't really want to see anything on the back since it's clear. You want it to look, just really clean and really polished. So we're going to use this wash away for the clear bag. I have my scissors, and I also have a printout of the design that we're going to be using. Now, how cute is that, guys? Crazy Chicken Lady. This is totally me. I have 10 chickens. So I have 2 roosters and 8 hens, and I love them. So we are going to make myself a bag, both of them with this exact same design, and compare the two, and I will let you know my thoughts at the end. So this is printed straight from Embroidering, and we're going to use this to help with our placement. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is obviously figure out where on my tote bag I want the design. Now I think I want it pretty much just centered. So I'm going to, I have 2 pins here, and I'm going to put it right where I think is center. You guys have heard me say in some of my other videos, I pretty much consider myself a professional eyeballer. So yeah, so I'm going to put it right there, and then I'm just going to grab a tape measure. Just double check. So we're going to go from edge to edge. So that is about 4 1/4 and about 4 1/4. Now from the top, it's about 4 3/4, and that one's 5. So I'm actually pretty happy with where it is regardless. So we're just gonna go with it, okay guys? So I'm going to pin it in place. Now I'm going to lift up the opening just a little bit, just so that I'm not pinning it on both sides, so that I can still hoop it. So to go ahead and open it up. Now be careful you don't poke yourself when you do this. Okay. And then you can hold it upright, and again, make sure you like it. Make sure you like the placement of it. And I think that looks pretty darn good. Okay, so now we are going to hoop it. So I am just going to place the bottom part of the hoop inside and kind of just feel around for where it's at. Then I'm going to lay my stabilizer on top. Make sure it's covering the hoop. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty good about the stabilizer on top of that. So now I'm going to make sure it gets hooped where I want it. And that is pretty darn center. So now I'm going to take my hand on the inside and make sure the stabilizer got hooped all the way, that it didn't slip out or anything, and it actually is perfect. And I'm actually pretty stoked at how straight on I got that at the first try. So now I'm going to take this off and we are going to take it over to the machine. So I actually already ran a test stitch with this design on a scrap piece of fabric. So I already have my colors all set and ready to go. So I'm just going to put this on and then trace it before I start. So I'm going to make sure the strap is out of the way and make sure it actually goes over the needle plate. Make sure the bag is underneath. And then get this strap out of the way, like that. Okay, and so like I said, my design is already set to go. I'm going to change it to needle number 1. I always trace off of needle number 1. It's just something that I do. And so now I'm going to hit trace, and it's going to show me where exactly the design will stitch out, and then I can adjust if I want it up, down, left, right, whatever. Okay, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it's a little too far over to the right for me, so I'm going to move my hoop a little bit and then trace again. It never hurts to trace multiple times to make sure that it's exactly where you want it. Sometimes I've traced designs like 10 times just to make it perfect. So make sure you are happy with it. One more time. Okay, now I'm pretty darn happy with that, so we are going to go ahead and press start. Okay, it's all done, so we're gonna take it off and see what it looks like. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. Okay, and there we have it. First bag is done. I love it. I think the placement is perfect. I love the colors. I love the cheetah print. I think it's so cute, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna take this everywhere. Ah, so cute. Okay, so let's do the next bag. Now for the clear tote bag, I'm not going to be securing this with pins because I don't want to put any holes in the bag. You know, in the canvas bag, you can't really see it, and it sort of, you know, kind of self-heals itself, but this one won't. It'll just leave a hole. So I'm not going to pin it. I'm just going to leave this right here where I want it. The nice thing about this bag, let me turn this around and show you guys, is because it has a square bottom, so the insides are folded in, so it's actually kind of giving me an outline of kind of where the center is. So I'm actually kind of just going off of these lines that are folded in. Now obviously I'm going to make sure those aren't in the way when I put it on the hoop, but for my placement of the hoop in the image right now, I know that I pretty much want it in the center of those lines right there. Now that I have this in this direction, I'm going to take my mesh water-soluble stabilizer. Now this is a 10-inch by 3-yard roll, and I'm a little concerned that it's not going to fit in the hoop all of the way. You see how close that is to the edge on both sides? So I'm going to be very, very careful with how I place this stabilizer to make sure it is hooped correctly. So I'm going to open up the bag. Actually, you know what I could do to make it easier? Hold that thought. Okay, so this just came to me as I was struggling putting that in the hoop. I thought it was going to be much easier than that. I'm just going to tape it to the hoop. And this will at least help me get it into the bag and hopefully keep the stabilizer from, you know, going inward and not hooping correctly. So we're just going to do this. There we go. So now I have it taped, so hopefully this will be a lot easier to get in and out. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Okay. I'm basically just going to hoop it right where it is and then move it around a little bit on the machine, because as you can see, the bottom of my hoop is completely at the bottom of the bag. I cannot go down any further. This hoop actually fits in there pretty darn perfect. It's pretty even on both sides, so I'm pretty confident that this is just going to stitch straight center just because the hoop fits inside the bag perfectly. That is purely dumb luck. So I'm going to turn this around, and then I am going to do the top hoop. Now I'm going to feel inside and feel if that's pretty tight. The stabilizer didn't move at all, so I'm really glad I taped it. I was really worried that it was going to fall out of the hoop, and since I can't really, you know, reach in to stretch it a whole lot, it just is what it is. So let's go ahead and take this to the machine. Okay, now I still have the design set from last time, so I am going to just trace right where it's at. My kids laughing in the background and screaming. Okay, I'm going to trace one more time just to double check. Okay, I think I'm happy with where that's at, so let's go ahead and see how this bag turns out. So that clear tote bag is currently stitching right now, and I thought I would show you guys my chickens, since I told you I'm a crazy chicken lady. And I know some of you guys are gonna be like, that's only a few chickens compared to what I have, but I'm I don't know, I love them. So let me show you. So windy today. Okay, let me show you what I got. So I always come out with a treat for my chickens. My husband laughs at it because now they expect it every single time. But so I have 2 roosters. That big boy right there is Foghorn, and Pedro is that guy right there. He's a bantam, and then Foghorn is a Rhode Island red rooster. And then we have, and then we have 4 white Delaware hens. We had 7, but a raccoon got into our coop last summer. And then there's Foghorn's mama. She doesn't really have a name. Pedro likes to talk. The black ones don't have a name, but they are also hens. And then there is Maria. For the longest time, only Pedro and Maria had names because they were the only ones we could tell apart. But now that we know Foghorn is a rooster, thanks Tractor Supply, now he has a name too. Look at how pretty his tail is. He's so pretty. So sorry for those of you who don't care about my chickens, but I'm making a chicken bag and thought I'd show you. Okay, so here it is all done. So that actually stitched a lot better than I was expecting. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this water-soluble stabilizer as close to the stitching as I can and just get a small square around it so that way I'm not getting all of it wet and slimy. And then I will take it off with water, and then we will come back and see what it looks like with the water-soluble stabilizer all gone. Okay, so I ran it under the sink and I was able to get all of the water-soluble stabilizer off. So now that I have it inside out, I'm going to take my embroidery scissors and just cut off all of these tails. You know, since this is a clear backing and you are going to be able to see it, I want it to be as clean and polished as possible. So I'm just going to get all these little guys. One thing I like to do when I'm not sure if I've gotten all the tails or not is to just take a lint roller over it, and that will tell me which tails are left and get all the ones that I have cut that just wants to seem to straggle around. There it is. Oh my gosh, you guys. It is so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. The threads look a little darker, obviously, because they're wet. Okay guys, so here they are side by side. Let me know which one you like better. Do you like the black canvas better, or do you like the clear tote bag better? I'm actually really surprised with how this one took the embroidery, and I love it. I can't wait to use these. I use bags for everything. I use bags when we go to the library, when we go to the store, for church. I use bags all the time. I'm really happy to have a few options, and the design is just really cute. So like I said earlier, I just want to give a big thank you to Mira Embroidery on Etsy. Her shop info is down below, and I really encourage you guys to go check out her shop. She has almost 900 designs on her shop. That's crazy. I can't even imagine having 900 designs in my shop, but her work is beautiful. I will insert a thing right here to show you some of the designs that she has. You guys, she has something for just about every occasion, and they are just absolutely adorable. So again, I encourage you to go to her shop and check it out and see if you can find something that you like. you can use the code Kayla, Kayla, for 20% off. She is so sweet to give you guys a coupon code. I really hope you guys enjoy. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you visit her shop, and let me know what you guys bought, because I'm definitely going back and buying some more. I saw some really cute designs that I thought would go great on a hat or even like a kitchen towel. But yeah, so let me know what you guys get. Let me know what you guys think of these bags, and I will see you guys next time.